Now let's learn a bit of French. ONDE, spelled ONDE, that's French for waves or sound waves. This puzzle platformer is all about sound. But let's ask the devs about it. I checked with Grhyll. He's part of the indie dev studio 350, and he described his favorite scene in the game.
I settled on one that is not in the demo, and it's a scene that's kind of emblematic of the game, in my opinion at least. You've just done some puzzles, you've discovered a new kind of wave, and you arrive in a level that's really simple and pretty empty. It's dark, and the music suddenly goes a bit quieter, and there's almost nothing in the level. And so at first, when the player tries to do things, it just seems impossible. And like most levels in ONDE, the solution is very simple once you know it. And so when you finally find the solution and the player is able to go on the level, their expectations are kinda messed up because there's nothing on the right and they just keep climbing. And there is something in this moment that I just really enjoy. And the reason why I say it's kinda emblematic of the game is that it's because the game is really full of surprises, and we just set up expectations for the player and then we break them, and there's always a new thing to discover. So yeah, I like that part.
And to dive a bit deeper into Gryll's mind, I wanted to know what moment he'll always remember as an indie developer.
I've thought pretty hard about this, and there's this one moment that I think I always remember, even though it's not something really big. It's just when on my first day of work, like I was still a student and doing an internship for the end of my studies at the Game Bakers. And it was remote work, but to begin the internship, I still got to meet my bosses. And I was with them, and they showed me the game I'd be working with them on for the months to come. And I remember that inside my head, I looked at the prototype that they had done already, and it was really something quite small at this moment. And I was like, okay, it looks shitty. And it's mostly because at that time I didn't know much about the game industry. I had made game on my own for a long time, but it was really not something that I did professionally, and I kind of expected something bigger, I guess. I don't know precisely. And I learned later that obviously it's absolutely normal that at the beginning of the development, the prototype looks shitty. It's just how it is. It's programmer art most of the time, and there's not much to do. And yeah, I think it was funny that my first thought about this game was this, and now the game was quit, by the way, and I'm super happy I got to work on it because I think it's a really great game. It's beautiful, and the story is a lot better than it could look at first sight, and the gameplay is interesting, and yeah. So I guess that's it.
Grhyll, I had to laugh so hard while listening to your story. That was awesome. Thanks so much for sharing. There's no release date yet for ONDE, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Grhyll, we wish you all the best and enjoy the rest of Gamescom. Thanks for being on Open Indie.